Right, well, it's a Farmall Friday, and what do we have here? We got a goldenrod field. It was fallow last year. It will not be fallow this year. And, oh, I don't know. I've never technically measured it. It's at least 2 football fields in size. So I'm calling it at least 2 acres. I probably wouldn't want to mow any more with the old 42C. And for those that are new to the channel, this is a 1948 Farmall Cub with a Woods 42C rotary mower, i.e. brush hog. It is not a finished mower. Let's just cut the confusion right now. I see there's a stick in there. Oh well, it'll work its way out. I hit that with grease. This is a new bearing on this deck according to the previous owner. Runs like a top, runs well. When I activate this, it will clang and it will bang. It has 2 loose blades in there, and I will show you that right now. And when I activate those, it takes a while for them to catch up and even out, so it will make some noise, but the noise will be, this field will be all said and done and mowed, because it's Farmall Friday now. Those are some of the best skins in the land, and really, since all this is a mower, I had to change these out and put them on one of my fast hitch tractors and put the other ones on this. But yeah, nice machine, nice machine. Let's go, let's mow. Well, that was quick. 1 pass and I broke throttle spring. Where are you? Oh, there it is, right there. Zoom in on that little sucker. And that's going to be fun to reach in there. And it doesn't look, I mean, you can see where it hooks, I think. Right there. So hopefully I don't have to peel everything down. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I always do. But this started clanging and banging. And just for grins and giggles, I took this top plate off. And I don't think it's supposed to look like this. Anybody that's ever used one, it's got, I mean, yeah, they all got shear pins of some sort, but I don't have my glasses on, but that sure looks broke off to me. And luckily I have another Woods 42C brush hog to compare and contrast. But I don't know. Batman says that shattered when I was going around. I wasn't cutting huge stuff, but it didn't like it. Whatever. I mean, I guess I'd rather have that break than the whole darn thing break. But I'm gonna go and look at the other brush hog piece. Yeah, see, now that ain't even gonna tighten down without me cranking on it. It's almost like there's a lot of play in there. Oh. 9/16. Alright. Let's see how this one looks. It's nice to have one to compare to. This one was on here pretty tight, and I'm not saying that that's the answer. Yeah, it's missing. Jeez, I'm missing that washer. No, washers ain't no big deal. There's a lock washer, flat washer, and there you go. Yeah, I mean, whew. Okay. Huh. And a key, you tap into there. That explains it. Interesting. This doesn't look like the other one. This is recessed, and it's got 2, you know, keys going into this. And it's actually, yeah, when it goes that way it slips backwards, but clockwise. Huh. I think I'm going to put that cap back on there. I can't figure out, because he said he put a new bearing on that. And I mean, there's no reason to believe he didn't, but the question is, when did he? You know? Oh yeah, back in 75 we threw a new bearing on it. I mean, that ain't a new bearing. And then under here, it's naked. I mean, look at that. And I'll go look at the other one. I don't think it's dropped down like that. I mean, there is a little space there, but I don't know. So there definitely is a space between those two. The upper and the lower piece here. I think I'm gonna slap her back together and run it, just tighten this cap up, see what happens. I mean, man. I almost wonder if this wasn't, because that's definitely a much bigger gap. I almost want to get a jack under there. I'll try bringing her up. See if that helps. Tightening it down. I mean, I know this is got to be tight when you're, you know, hogging stocks. Let's engage it and see what happens. You can see where the first pass went well, and I think what happened was that top plate just come loose because this vibrates so bad it just did. So note to self, check your top plate every time you come out. Now there's been a change of plans. I am not mowing all this without a throttle spring. I ain't doing it, but I do want to make sure that I am at least cutting. So let's engage. We'll go in first gear. Okay, so you can see there's some burdock up here. And we're spinning. I see the blades are spinning. There's burdock right there. Let's see what it looks like. Run it over. Thick burdock right there. It'd help if I could throttle for sure. Do a loopy-loop here. Hopefully I don't stall out. Back and check. I don't know. The problem is you can't get the blade spinning fast enough if you can't throttle up. But I think if I'm cutting the smaller stuff, I'm probably going to cut the bigger stuff with throttle action. Yeah, I mean, it definitely sheared it. It did not cut that burdock right there. And I don't think it's gonna without throttle. maybe the whole spindle assembly needs taken apart. Figure it out. Let's hit some of this smaller stuff here. No. You. Disengage and head back. Really, for me, it's like been advantageous to be able to get out here in February and do this stuff, so that when I really need this in like April and May, I got all the kinks worked out. So just comparing these two, this one is correct. This is a fully functional Woods 42C. It's even got the, I don't know, shoes on there. And this is a nice piece. Let's go talk about the other one. All right, well, it is the next day. And what I did last night is I went to websites that sold parts and pieces for these Woods 42C rotary mowers, and yes, they do exist. I mean, you can get really nice diagrams for them and this and that. And I guess after about 2 clicks, I realized why this wasn't put back together correctly, like the other one. Price. A lot of those parts and pieces. There was one part, and I'm not sure which one it is. It was like 860 bucks. Now, you say, well, man, that's a lot of money. Cub worth this and that and the other thing. It's all in what you're into, man. If you want to go out and buy a BX series Kubota for $35,000 with a little belly mower on it, and good on you. Go spend that money. Me, personally, I don't plan on getting rid of this tractor. And if I do, I'm the idiot that makes them right. I just am. So, yeah, I'm probably going to spend the money. In fact, yeah, I am going to spend the money and get this deck correct. I'm going to get all the parts, all the pieces, rebuild it like it should be. That extra gap, half-inch gap or so, drop down, that's not right. It should be up and locked in. There's stuff that's going to get done here, and that pretty much sums it up. I show my failures. There's not a lot with Farmall, of course, unless you get equipment somebody else didn't take the time to maintain and put the money into. Yeah, there is that a lot.